The warmer than usual weather has racers already off to a running start. Local running enthusiasts offer tips to start new athletes off on the right foot. NCTV17's Kevin Machak has the story.
Spring is the prime time for 5K races, but before taking your mark, there's a few things you ought to know. First, runners should be set with a proper attire, including cotton-free clothes from socks to shorts to shirt.
All cotton does is just going to get wet on your body, it stretches out and it just rubs. What we want is non-cotton. Non-cotton is just going to hold its shape much better. It doesn't stretch out, so the clothing stays loose, comfortable, but holds its shape at the same time.
And the most valuable piece of equipment is, of course, appropriate footwear.
Good running shoe, you want good rubber, a good sturdy upper, a cool breathable mesh, and just overall comfort.
The minimalist type of shoe is gaining popularity among runners. It has less cushioning inside, so it feels like you're barefoot.
Barefoot is obviously supposed to be our natural step. We were born without shoes. It just keeps you that much closer to the ground. So as your feet are that much closer to the ground, they're doing more of the work than, let's say, the structure of the shoe and the cushioning. So it's just going to make your feet and your legs stronger.
Once you have the right apparel, it's best to start with some warm-ups before you run.
Going out and doing, some lunges or high knees or butt kicks, something like that is good to get your body moving, get it used to getting warmed up.
Kara Mason trains novice runners. She says for those just starting out, after warming up, it's a good idea to start with a baseline test.
You might want to pick a half mile or a mile and time it, and you can run it, you can walk it, you can alternate it, just get a time on it, and 4 weeks later, test it and do it again and see where you're at, see if you got any progress.
One of the most important things to remember when training for long distance races is to keep consistent with your workouts.
Even if your workout isn't an awesome workout every single time, some movement forward is better than no movement at all.
For new runners, that constant effort has paid off. With Mason's help, Taylor Harrison is sticking to her resolution to keep active. She even competed in the St. Patrick's Day 5K.
During the race, I was like, this is really happening, like this is a race, this is awesome. And it was just, I kept my pace up and I was really proud of myself when I actually finished it. And I finished, top quarter of my age group.
And Melissa Guido has also started running for the first time since she was 12 years old. At that time, she was diagnosed with a nerve disorder that kept her from doing any physical activity. Since last summer, she's already ran in a few 5Ks.
It's liberating. Being cooped up for 8 years is tough. And when you're a teenager and you're going and your friends are playing sports and playing soccer and running around, I had to live in my own bubble. So now that I can run, it's amazing. It's freeing.
Mason says that running involves not just the legs, but the entire body, so it's important to work out your core.
So you have good posture, it helps you breathe, it helps you when you get fatigued and you don't want to go any further. That endurance and that strength will push you through and make it easier for you.
Lastly, it's important to stretch at the end of your workout to prevent tendonitis or other injuries. I'm Kevin Machak for Naperville News 17.
The next big run here in town is 360 Youth Services' 13th annual Spring Ahead 5K and 10K on April 15th. For more information, visit ncospringahead.com.